Thank you very much, Mr. Master of Ceremonies. You should have told me about the dress code. Let me recognize my cabinet colleagues, the Minister for Agriculture, the Minister for Health, the Deputy Speaker and Parliamentary Representative for Miku North, the Minister of the Public Service and Labor, Excellency, the Ambassador, Republic of China and Taiwan, Chief Education Officer, the Manager of Export St. Lucia, Permanent Secretary, Deputy Permanent Secretary, staff of the Ministry. Good morning. If I say to you I am not elated and I do not feel, and I feel extremely pleased that when you make a statement and people who know better prefer, because of their narrow motives, to confuse an entire country to serve their own purposes when they know very well what you're saying and why you are saying it. But because the people of St. Lucia change their minds, they are ready to destroy an entire country to get their own way. And when I made that statement at the financial center, everyone knew what I was speaking about. And at that time when I made it, the situation in the world was not how it is today. There was no war between Russia and Ukraine. Inflation had not reached the levels that it had reached, and the world was an entirely different place than it is today. But I thought it was important because we had been speaking about climate change, we had been speaking about food security, and I thought, since we'd grown up on the idea of an apple a day, and people both tell, and if we told our children an apple a day keeps the doctor away, I saw no reason why we could not say a banana a day keeps you away from the doctor. But, you see, life has a way of coming around. And my parents always told me that when you do wrong things, they come back and meet you at a particular time. And it didn't take long. It didn't take long. So what we're doing this morning, we're not reinventing the wheel. What we're doing is we are showing the people of St. Lucia and the people of the world that we have a crop that we can use every part of that crop for the benefit of the people of St. Lucia and the people of the world. And that is what we are doing this morning. And I want us to take that as a lesson, that we as a people must think and not allow glib talking to confuse us. We must think as a people. And when people speak to you, you must listen to what they say and try to get behind the words that they say and not listen to what they say or how they say it. Because the best people in the world can speak the best. The people in the world have shown that they can create the most destruction and create the most issues in the world are those who can speak well. Because those who can speak well say things, and they say it in a particular way, sometimes with accents that make us believe that what they are saying is true. And that was the case with the issue as it relates to bananas. But I'm happy that on that occasion we looked at the message and not the messenger. And the Anglican Church embraced, and I want to compliment them for that. They embraced, even at the risk of being criticized, they embraced the issue of let us add value to our bananas. Let us see what we can do with a crop that we'd sold for ages. Hundreds, even thousands of people went to school on bananas. Bananas created the development of large parts of the country. My father used to plant bananas on a little plot at my home and put it in the back of his car and go and sell it. And when it came the time for me to go to secondary school, at that time I knew something. I got 2 scholarships. A scholarship from this organization called the Castries, it was called the Castries City Council, and I got a scholarship from an association called the St. Lucia Banana Growers Association. It was called a banana scholarship. I got 2 of them. And my father, being the man he is, chose the banana scholarship because they used to give $90 a term extra. So he chose the banana scholarship. So I went to college on a banana scholarship. So I don't speak about bananas. I don't put a FAR on my vehicle or on the government's vehicle. I feel bananas because I've benefited from bananas. Every day up to this day, I eat a banana every morning. I had one this morning, in fact 2, because late. So the business of bananas, and I'm very happy that we have understood now that bananas, we cannot continue to sell our bananas overseas. You encourage people to buy your bananas. You have promotions. You spend millions of dollars to improve your quality. You want to sell it to people, but you are telling your people not to eat it. You're selling it. You've sold it and you've made millions of dollars on it. They've had some downsides. Of course there have been some downsides. We've probably used fertilizers in a way that we should not have used it. Of course we did. There were some downsides. But you sold it to the world, and you're saying to your people, do not eat it. But the rest is history. But I want today to compliment the Minister of Health. Because I remember in that cabinet in between 2011 and 2016, when bananas were under stress and under pressure. There was a disease called the black sigatoka. And the Minister of Health, working with the government of the Republic of China or Taiwan, decided that they would deal with that disease on the bananas. And Moses Jabati spearheaded that with the support of the government of Taiwan. So I think it needs a round of applause for ensuring that the banana industry remained sustainable. So, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to hear a politician too much. Because the way I feel about that topic, if you give me a chance, I'll stay here for a long time. And I don't, because I know people want to go look at the exhibits. But I want to compliment the Ministry of Agriculture. I want to compliment the Minister and the staff, the Permanent Secretary. You, Sydney, you've been in that business for a long time, a very long time. You really labored in the vineyard of the agriculture industry. You need a round of applause for that. Because we are living in trying times. And again, it doesn't make any sense that we try to play politics with the times that we are living in. Because none of us will benefit if we try to play politics the times that we are living in. None of us will benefit. The fact is that the war in Ukraine with Russia is getting worse. And as it gets worse, commodity prices are going to increase. And as commodity prices are going to increase, fuel prices are going to get higher. And as fuel prices are going to get higher, we as a country have to make some sort of sacrifices. And we have to deal with that. It's not an internal problem. It's not a problem caused by anything we do internally. It's a problem caused by factors that we have absolutely no control over. And there is not one living human being who can tell me what they can do to avoid what is happening now in the world. So I want the people of St. Lucia to understand that we have to make a conscious effort to begin to plant our food for us to eat. Because there are already shortages of rice, and there are going to be greater shortages as far as wheat is concerned, because the two largest producers of wheat are at war. And when the supplies, or when supplies are available, trust me, they will not remember us. For many reasons I don't want to go into now. They will not remember us. So we now have to put aside the petty political differences that exist. The people of St. Lucia made a statement on the 26th of July. They made a statement, and the statement that they made, that they elected a particular set of men and women to run this country. Not all of them did it. That is our democracy. Not all of them did it. But the majority of them took that decision. And we have to respect the decision of the majority. That is how our system is. You have to respect the decision of the majority, because the time will come when the people of St. Lucia will make another decision. And we have to respect it. So what I'm saying to you is that let us put our heads together to deal with the crisis that is confronting us. Let us work together. Let us share our ideas. Let each one of you try to plant something in your backyard. Let each one of us try to conserve. And let's see if we can carpool instead of each one of us driving to somewhere. Let's see if we can conserve electricity. Let's see if we can conserve water. Let's see if we can get into water harvesting. Let us see if we can look internally to see what we can do with the things that we produce, as we are going to be seeing this morning. Let us do these little things. And we have a few initiatives. Let us see what we can do with our industries, the industries that we have. And I speak about the bee industry. Let's see if we can use our local products. And the government will try to see if they can assist in things like our CMOS, which I know the men inside there would like. Let us deal with these things instead of getting involved in pettiness and rancor that will take us nowhere. There's no need for rancor. Rancor is over. The people of St. Lucia decided already. They decided. And we have to respect it. And I want to compliment the civil service that in the majority have understood and they have accepted the fact that they have to work with the government of the day. And that's important. The government of the day, not the government of the party. There's a fundamental difference between the government of the day and the government of the party. So let us come together. The manufacturers and the people who are going to be exhibiting today, let us work with them. We are going to be launching the youth economy, hopefully in the next couple of months. I want to see how young people become innovative, begin to use our local products to add value. Because we will no longer be able to sell bananas overseas how we did before. We're trying, and work is happening to see if we can begin to export bananas to England, to the UK again. We're trying. We have already tried to increase our exports to the region. But we have issues there, because the issues are issues of transportation. And that is the reality that we face. That is the reality that we face. That we can have markets in the region, but we have no means of taking it there. These are the issues. These are the real issues that we face. And these are the real issues that the country faces, and these are the real issues that the industry faces. So if we can use what we have internally and add value to it and sell it in our hotels. 1 million people come to St. Lucia every year. 1 million. 1 million. Just think about it. If you could sell one banana to each of these 1 million people, either in its raw form or in its value-added form. Think about it. Think about the internal market that exists for the banana crop. And I remember when I was Minister for Tourism, I spoke to a lady called Michelle Page, who is in charge of the cruise industry. And in Cabinet on Monday, Honorable Gideon Ferdinand came to me and he said Michelle told him that the banana idea, we must begin to see if we can resurrect it so more people, more cruise passengers use our bananas when they come to St. Lucia. So we have to think outside the box. We have to think innovation. We have to think value added. We have to think to use what we have to achieve greater heights. So I want to thank you. I want to congratulate you, staff of the ministry. I want to congratulate the lady who put the book together. And I want to congratulate our comrade William Weeks, 92 years old, and he's still in the struggle. These are the heroes. These are the heroes, you know. The people who very quietly do their thing. The people who toil hard. Those in the civil service. Those who toil hard without all the flashing mirrors. These are the heroes. Thank you very much for taking that dream and doing something with it. It's not about politics. It's about people. That's what it's all about, people. And as this crisis gets worse, and I want to warn you, the crisis is going to worsen. We have to be mentally prepared for a crisis that's going to get worse. The price of gas will go up again. The price of food will continue to go up. The United States inflation is at 8.5%, the highest in 40 years. These are the realities. I didn't make it. And we as a nation have to get together and cut off the pettiness that presently exists. Do have a good day and thank you very much.